Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Hobby Dude 007 channel. Today we're going to do a quick product review of Hurd Hobbies' awesome new 3D printed modified engine. We're also going to take a look at a few stash ads I got from last weekend, and we got our shop cards in, so we'll take a look at those real quick. Stick around. Don't miss out on any upcoming content. Subscribe to the Hobby Dude 007 channel now, or this spider will dance across your next fresh paint job. Ah! No plastic insects were harmed during the production of this video. Several adults, however, should have been busted upside the head. Twice. Thank you for your support. Hey guys, before we get started, I want to share with you some shop cards I got this past week. Really cool stuff. Is that not a good looking shop card? Jason at Blue Ox Model Shop sent this one. Great looking builds. If you haven't been over to his channel, be sure you do that. And just like with any channel, you've heard me say this before, but if you want to help a channel grow, help the hobby as a whole, be sure you give these content creators a subscription and thumbs up. I learned something new every time I see one of these videos from all of our fellow content creators. Great stuff. Jason, thank you for the words of encouragement on the back. Really good stuff there. Also, I got from Mark at Blue Street Customs a sticker, which will be going on my work mat up here with the others. Thank you so much, Mark. And check this out. This is that not just cool? Hey, we're car guys. That is wicked. But check out that logo. The BSC. Is that not just a cool card? And it's two-sided. I never thought about a two-sided card, but I'm going to have to think about that now. But really, good stuff. Good stuff. Mark, thank you so much. And from Charlie at Big Charlie's Model Garage, check that out. Is that not just some cool, cool stuff? And Charlie, thank you for the kind words on the back there too. And again, it's encouraging to do this. And guys, I encourage you to go to these channels, check them out, and like I said, give them a sub. It'll help us all out. And again, it grows the hobby, and that's what we want. Okay, let's get into the goodies. Hey guys, sorry about that. I had a senior moment. I forgot to talk to you about our shop cards. As you can see, they came in. The stickers, if you remember those, are not going to be in until, I think, the 18th is when they had them scheduled for delivery. So I will hold the cards until the stickers come in so I can send those out together. But overwhelmingly, when I asked for your help on picking out a shop card, you guys chose the #1 card here over everything else. So I went back and modified a little bit, put a border around it, the petty blue. And I think it turned out pretty well. So I'm eager to get these out to you. If you want one, if you would go to the description area in the video, and you'll find my Gmail address, and just send me your mailing address there. And when the stickers come in, I will have everything addressed and add those to the envelope and send them out. Thanks again for the support, guys, and help picking out this one. And about 6 months we'll do a separate or a second card and something like that, and I'll let you know when we do those too. But glad I finally have a shop card now that I can get to everybody. So if you want one, like I said, just email me at the address in the description area. Okay, now let's get to the goodies. Okay guys, I got this box in this week. This is from Glenn at Hurd Hobbies. And if you remember the video I did introducing his line of modified cars and modified 3D printed the entire car. And man, if you haven't seen that video, go back and look at it just a few videos back on new product review. And this is some good stuff. I want to look at the engines today. Glenn sent me a couple of engines. I've got one here that is unassembled 3D printed, and we're going to take that out and look at it kind of up close. And one that's built, and this is the instruction sheet for the entire car, but I want to focus just right now on the engine. The best I could count is about 29 pieces. This is first class stuff too, guys. Here's the he sent me two. This one is a build-up, a built-in modified, and then this one, of course, is the kit. But this one, you can see I'm holding the breather on because it's not attached. But it's a 3-piece breather. And check that out. We're going to look at the parts really up close when you get in here. But I tell you, I'm impressed with this distributor. You can look down the sides. I'm going to see if I can get you where you can. Down the barrels. You see all the way through the barrels? Or, well, I say barrels, but the spark plug boots that go all the way through. Is that not cool? And the best I can figure, the spark plugs down here are the same. You just run your wires right in there. But is that not one cool engine? Check out that transmission too. Is that not wicked? I don't know if there's enough light to get the bolt heads. The washers and bolt heads, everything on this thing is just off the chain. Really, really good. To scale the thickness of the belts, it is just, it's a class act there, guys. And with the built engine, he even included a couple of hollow rubber hoses. And as you see here, one of the connectors for the radiator, that just slides right on there. Cool, cool. And again, that breather is 3 pieces. You got the element and the upper and lower. And this, again, is modeled after the dimensions on the real car. He actually works for one of the teams, and so he's got access to all the dimensions, so it's an exact replica. I mean, Glenn pulled out all the stops. This thing is unbelievable. 25th scale, all 3D printed, like I said. And let's take a look at this engine, the kit. And I was impressed, and like I said, if you'll go back and look at that video, you'll see not only the engines, but the level of detail in the cars. Let's start with that block. Check that out. And in injection molding, you're not going to see through all of this stuff where you got the bolts and nuts, and that pulley you can see right down through each of the slots on it. This is just cylinders, really something. Same thing with the transmission bell, the bell housing. This is just really, really cool. Check out the bolt holes on either side there too. The transmission, check out the spline, the center spline. Maybe I ought to put this back down here so you can see it. I'll flip it over here on the instruction sheet. And you can look right down between each of the individual. I'll tell you what, 3D printing amazed me the very first time I saw it about 10 years ago. And it's come so much further since then. And not only the linkage, but check out the shifter. This is bad, guys. This is some cool stuff. And everything is listed as far as the parts go. The low profile oil pan. Great modified, I tell you. The headers. And if you'll notice where they connect into the heads, and we'll take a look at the heads here real quick. Check out the exhaust ports, the way they're made. And by the way, you see the indentations or the dimples sticking out there for the spark plug boots. And I had to put my optivisor on, but those are hollow as well. The best I could tell, I think they all are. But you can see through, I don't know if you can, yeah, there you go. This is just bad, man. Great looking intake all the way through. There's the upper and lower on the for that breather. And again, check out those belt and pulleys. Very thin, very to scale, and I imagine they're very fragile too, so you're going to want to be very careful with those. the valve covers, water pump. I'm not sure you're seeing that very well. There's that awesome distributor. Check that out. You can see right through, just like that. Well, I hope you can. I can. I don't know if you're able to see through or not there. I don't think that's helping. Anyway, really cool. Then you've got the surge tank, the power steering filter and power steering pump. All of that stuff is in here. And I want you to check out that carburetor. You got the long stem for that thick high breather. Got your double pump lines. And I really wish you could see down in the Venturis and the carburetor better than that. Let me see if I can tip this light over here where you can get a little bit more on it. I don't know if you can or not, but a highly detailed carburetor. Let's look at it from the bottom there. Really, really sharp. Like I said, Glenn went all out. This is a first-rate kit. I'm going to enjoy building mine. And Glenn, thank you so much for sending, or for the build-up too. Let me tell you, these are some great comprehensive instruction sheet. And you can get the entire manual when you make your purchase. He'll send you the entire manual online. You can just print it off or however you want to do it. But an outstanding, outstanding quality of kit. Now, staying with 3D, when we were in Statesville last weekend, Kenny was there, Kenny Shores, and K-Dog with Bandit Resins, who did, if you remember, Amanda's Barracuda and all. And check out these 3D tires. Is that not just some awesome, awesome stuff? I'm hoping you can see that. The quality of the tread pattern there. This is really something. And then, of course, the wheels. And I picked up a couple sets of wheels from him. Oops. And check this out when you got the back on there. So you can paint these separate. And, well, it helps put it on there, right? Paint these separate colors and check that out. I don't know if I can get my finger out of the way there. But that's your two-piece parts there. I think I need that paper again. But that gives you an idea. And of course, when that's over it, that's just a wicked, wicked wheel. And he did say that when you don't put them together until you paint them, because you almost never get them apart. There we go. And then that's got the center in there. And I just did what he said not to do. Oh, I got it out. I didn't push it all the way, but you see that's the two parts. But I'm thinking this chrome and this in a one of the other metallic colors. But good looking tire. He had some samples, and I'll put some up of the samples here, and if you can make them out there. But those are really good. And if you remember that Barracuda that I picked up from him in Salisbury, let me show you what I'm going to put on it. It's the same ones he had on it, and they just, it's like they're made for that car. But again, 3D printing is just off the hook. This is great, great stuff. And this one, again, the tread on these things is just, I think this one's a little bit different pattern, but check that out. That is just wicked. And these, you paint these before you put them in, and then of course these, and then when you put them in the back, and I'm trying to be careful not to get them stuck in there, you'll have the, 'cause, you know, the, 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 come on now. I'm really trying not to get it stuck in there. But anyway, you got your two different colors, and then when those go on, you've got the chrome trim in spots, and then the trim ring, and then the center section there. And it'll be just like these that you're seeing here on, I'm trying not to get that stuck on there. Like you see on his sample of his hemified CUDA here. But I tell you, this is some great, great stuff. And that's Bandit Resins. So head over and check him out. And K-Dog will be happy to hook you up, I am sure. Next up, is a couple of kits that I found. And some things that I thought were cool. I collect a lot of the older monogram kits. And this one was one that was, this is a Lumina. Sorry, I'm hitting the camera there. This is a Lumina one of the vendors had, and I've got to give a shout out to Doug at Old Cars and Vintage Racing Parts. He does the real cars as well as models. But Doug, thank you again for this. This is one of the early Luminas, and I think the only thing that was out of it was I think the tires and wheels, and I've got tons of those. Other than that, I checked it out. It's a complete kit. So got another Lumina, and you can't beat that. And cool stuff. Another thing was Randy, one of my subscribers, and he's becoming just a really good friend, an awesome guy. Had this in his stash that was, I can't remember who he said it belonged to, but it was one that was built up, and it's still just the bare plastic. The only paint really was some of the inside, and then the hood was brush painted here. And he said, if you'll redo it, he said, you're welcome to it. You can have it, because I don't want it. And I'm like, really? So pick this up, and Randy, again, thank you, brother. I'm thinking I'm going to get this thing wet and stick it in the freezer, kind of pop it apart. And I haven't built one of these things in eons. In fact, I think the last one of this particular kit I built was the original back in the 70s. But I'm thinking about doing this one, and I don't know if I'll do this decal set. I'm gonna have to look. I think Mike's has this decal set, and if he does, this may be the way I go. Being here in Spartanburg and in that Bud Moore's shop is not that far from where we live, or the old shop, not that far from where we live. I'm kind of thinking about this one, or maybe the orange that David Pearson drove, the number 15. I don't know yet. I kind of like this, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And the last thing that I picked up was this. And if you remember my video from some of the original box art, I think it was about box art that I think it was Luca asked about, and I mentioned that I had done a number of these pie wagons back in the 60s when they first came out, and I don't know why this particular one I built several of. I just did. And I don't remember liking this one any better than I did the Red Baron or the Pie Wagon or any of the other ones. I just built a few of these. And I found this one, one of the vendors, and as you see the tag here still sticking on it, first issue, 1968. And as I recall, this was the box art from 68. And so he allowed me to check it out, and sure enough, the little yellowed instructions there, and the ads of upcoming stuff and all of that kind of stuff. There's other Tom Daniel stuff, as well as their other kits, these little things that used to come in the boxes. Of course, the decals are gone. Of course, I probably wouldn't have used these anyway. So you could do the taco wagon or the pie wagon back then. But this was just kind of cool. And so I had to have it. It was one of those oldies that long gone. And like I said, the instruction sheet's yellowed there, as you see. Ooh, that's really yellowed. But cool kit. And this might be a build-up for just a show rod. And all the parts are still bagged. Everything is still in here. And just the way I remembered it. Had the little window thing for the back hatch back there for where the pies are. This is just really cool. This is just really cool. When I saw it, I thought, man, I was just talking about that one. I'm going to have to do that. So that's my stash ads there, and I encourage you, go over to Glenn Hurd's either website or Facebook page, Hurd Hobbies, and that's the logo you're looking for right there. And check out the complete modified, the whole car, or if you just want an engine for something, let me tell you, you can't go wrong with this engine. This is sharp, really. That is it, guys. And by the way, we have updated our Teespring store, which I think they call it Spring now. Got new t-shirts, the short sleeve t-shirts, coffee mugs, tumbler, that kind of stuff, some tank tops with the warmer weather coming. And go over and check it out. And if you're not a subscriber, head over, hit that subscription button, give us a thumbs up or thumbs down, either way, and leave a comment. Love to hear from you. Well, guys, thanks so much for watching. God bless, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.